Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to explain about domain and hosting. So domain and hosting are the two major important for any website you build. So first learning about a domain is very necessary to understand about a hosting. So I will teach about first domain. So what is domain? So domain is the name of the website. So whatever the name you give to your website, it is called the domain. So example, google.com is a domain, so amazon.in is a domain, and so villageyatra.com is a domain. So if you want to take a real life analogy, so it is like a house address. So you'll construct your home. So if you want to tell to your friend, so this is my house address, so you tell the address, so in which place your house is located, so it is called the domain. So the price usually it will be 500 to 1200 per year for domain. So normal, it is a normal price. It can go high, above high, or also below it. So there are different types of domains. So you can take .com, .in or .org, or sometimes you can take .co, .in, .co.in. So these type also domains you can take. So first let's look at .com. So .com. So what is .com? Okay, first let me select. So .com, the usually the price will be high for the .com. So it is a global level audience. So if you want to reach to the global audience, then .com is the best, and .in. So .in is used for majorly for a medium. It is the price range for .in is a medium and strictly focuses on the Indian market. So as the name suggests, .in, so it focuses on Indian market and offers a strong local SEO. So I think you know about SEO. SEO means search engine optimization. So .in, there is no restrictions. Anyone in the world can buy a .in. There is no restriction that only Indian people has to buy the .in. And so example is Amazon.in, used for the Indian businesses. So if you want to take the about .org, so it is used by the non-profitable organization like NGO, educational institute, and it is majorly used the websites which are help for sharing information. Example, wikipedia.org and unesco.org. So about UNESCO. .co, it is like used for companies and a startup. So .coin is nothing but .in is a subdomain, so it is for Indian domain. So if you ask me, so there are temporarily URL provided by the when we host the website. So there are many free hosting websites. So we many free hosting service providers. So they provide a domain. What is the use of this? So like if you host in a Versal, it gives like whatever the project name, your project name, and .versal.com. So but this is not good for branding and SEO search optimization. This is very bad. And so some providers also gives IP address, but this IP address is difficult to remember. So taking of domain is very necessary steps. So these domains you get when you host in a hosting platforms. So example of domain name providers are GoDaddy, Namecheap, Hostlinger. Hostlingers provide both domain and hosting. So if you don't renew it, it will become expire and someone else can use the domain name. So you should renew every year so that it won't become expire or it won't be taken by the other person. GoDaddy offers only 1 rupees. So take the domain, 1 year it will be planned, later on you can renew it. So you can search the available domain and take up the domain. So there are many websites where you can find the available domain and you can host. So I think you understood about domain. Domain is nothing but, in simple word I should say, means the whatever the name given to your website is called as a domain. Next is hosting. So web hosting is a service that stores your website files on the servers connected to internet so people can access it. So it is like all the files you store in some server so that the people can use. So servers run 24/7 online so people can use it. And hosting providers example are Hostingler, AWS, and GoDaddy. So if you want to take a real life example for all these three. So domain is a house address, and hosting is a house, particular house, and website is a things where inside the house, whatever the things inside the house, the real things, is called a website. So when you host, the providers provide server storage and database support, email host, SSL. So in the next video we will discuss about SSL and what is email hosting, everything. So for the for the hosting, the cost may be 500 to 700 per month, not per year, per month. Okay. Next, without hosting, domain exists but no website files, because if you don't host but if you have taken the domain, so there will be no website and the browser shows error or no files. So price depend on the hosting you choose. There are majorly 4 different types of hostings. Shared hosting. Shared hosting is the cheapest hosting. Many websites share one server and its resources. Many websites will be there, they'll be sharing common server and its resources. It is like a living in a hostel where many people share the same building, resources like water, electricity, everything will be shared in the among the same room. So it is majorly used for small projects, blog, for the students project you can use. And VPS, virtual private server. So what is this virtual private server? One physical server will be divided into multiple virtual server. It is like a virtual machine you do. So there will be one machine, there will be one hardware, and in that hardware you use multiple software. So each user get a dedicated resources, every users get a dedicated resources. Medium websites, it is used for medium websites, like it is like living in an apartment. So there will be one building, so many uh, whatever the houses will be there, and everyone will be sharing the same common water resources, everything, but there will be separate, there will be privacy, there will be no disturbance with the one house to other house. Cloud hosting. Cloud hosting, like websites run on multiple servers connected in the cloud environment. Providers like AWS and cloud, G Cloud will be the providers. So it is like if one server fails, the other servers will be having a backup. It is used majorly used for high traffic websites. So if you take a host or all those things, so all those platforms are hosted in the cloud host hosting. Why? Because so there will be a more traffic users, so it will dedicated server. If one server crashes, the other servers will be used. Next, dedicated hosting. Dedicated hosting means like there will be a dedicated server for that only website, and example for service provider is GoDaddy. So real life example is like owning your private house or villa, no sharing, everything is yours, so completely it will be yours. So it is majorly used by large companies, enterprises, applications. So in olden days, many of the websites used dedicated server, means if they developed a website, so they will be having a separate their server setup, and they will be maintaining everything in their own servers only. So they will not give to others, there will be more privacy. But the thing is, you have to invest a lot of things, and you have to invest the time on the server maintenance, everything, and there should be separate labor maintenance, everything, which is very difficult. So that's why cloud hosting is the best, and other hostings are also best. But if there is a requirement that which requires privacy and large websites, so you can use dedicated software hosting. I think you understood about domain and hosting in a simple way. So this is my first video. Support me if you like my videos. So I will meet you in the next videos. Thank you. Bye.